This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, fly man ran.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513, 292, episode 292. Good brothers, how y'all feeling? Doc, you on mute already, Doc?
Already on me. He gonna be like, man, y'all got me out of here, man. I can't talk.
You know, I be trying to put it on mute so I don't mess up the little intro.
No, we appreciate it, brother. But I'm feeling good, feeling great, man. How y'all feeling tonight or tonight, whatever it is?
Tired.
I just seen that picture you sent to the group, man.
You just seen that?
That shit. Hey, man.
You checked it out. Look, I just texted the group.
Yeah, look what you just texted. And it's gonna be a little bit of a. If you ain't watching, you see what the title is. Man. We're gonna get into it in a little bit, but man, Bud Crawford beat up on Errol Spence, man. Beat up on him bad. We're gonna get into it in a minute, man. But how y'all feeling tonight, man?
Oh, man, tired, but we're gonna make it through. I ain't felt that way about a fight since like AB fight got knocked out by Madonna. That hurt me. I remember watching. I'm like, damn, bro, because I thought AB was untouchable when that happened. I'm like, damn. But getting into, I did make some money off the fight though, so that was always. Made $220 off a $10 bet.
Can't go around with that.
It's always a knockdown in that 7th round, y'all. I just had the wrong player this time. Oh man.
But no, overall, yeah, man. That was a complete one-sided fight.
Yeah, it was.
Look around on.
It was hard to watch, man. He looked a little high. I ain't gonna make no excuse. He just looked a little high. Like, bro, did you just smoke or something, bro? Like in the face, you just was kind of like eyes was kind of low. Then it didn't help that Mike Tyson gave him a weed pack before the fight started. Like, I ain't saying that would have changed the outcome, but I'll tell you this: if the fight's not at 154 or 160, I don't need to see a rematch, y'all. I think Spence would win again. I mean, not Spence, but Crawford would win again. I think it would be a lot better showing. I think it showed that Spence done outgrew 147. He that's that grown man way. His body can't do that natural anymore. He did look drained, and Wilder and other boxers. Wow, again, it's not an excuse. Just the fact said he looked drained. The eyes was low and dry. Skin looked pale. So I think he was drained. I think he maybe loses in 12 or makes at least a decision if he doesn't look so. He ain't look like himself. I've seen him fight like you was just showing before. He doing this lean in the punch. I've watched him fight a lot. I ain't seen that too much. Maybe he was scared because of that power when he felt them jabs. It's possible. I don't know. What y'all brothers think?
Go ahead.
154. Honestly, I wouldn't really. I want to see a catch way more than 154 because I think we talked about it a little bit post fight for Crawford to go up to 154. I mean, which he wants to talk about. He wants to talk about doing that anyway. But doing it right now, if it's truly the next fight, like in December or whatever, him moving up to 154 this fast, I think that'd do Crawford no good. I think he'll probably lose the speed. I think he'll have to gradually move up to 154 before just immediately jumping right there. Everything you said though, man. Besides, I understand when he was going to say Spence outgrew 147. I think it was just something was just off with him that night.
Yeah. It's like I ain't saying Crawford wouldn't have won, but he was just off. Like it was like, what? Something ain't right about you, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
after the fight, he said his timing was off after the fight, and obviously his timing was off because he was getting tagged left and right.
Looked like a rocket sock'em robot. God,
he was getting tagged left and right. So I mean, yeah, obviously his timing was off. Shout out to Bud Crawford. They put on a hell of a performance, man. One of the best performances I've seen in a long time in a boxing ring with
give him
previously before the fight was a such close call. But after the fight was you couldn't even deny it. Bud's just a class ahead of Errol Spence.
He's waiting for his moment, like he been saying. Everyone's been was writing him off, saying that Spence was too big or whatever they wanted to write about him. That he was ready for it.
Man, I believe that hype, but I didn't understand what they were talking about before the fight. And then I'm not a huge like boxing. I don't follow it that closely. Each of these guys' measurements off the top of my head. But the story was Spence is so big, he's one of the bigger welterweights at the welterweight class, right? If they were in. Mm-hmm. He's one of the biggest welterweights of his time. So I'm thinking he's huge. They showed the tail of the tape. It's like an inch taller than Bud. I'm like, yo, what's this tail? And then Bud also, like we talked about post fight, he had the reach advantage. So I didn't understand, this myth that Spence was so big. Pause. For the weight class, I didn't understand that. I had to say pause. So that would have sounded wild. I didn't understand that hype. Seeing the tail of the tape and seeing, how, like I said, Bud had the reach advantage and Spence like an inch taller than him. So maybe, I guess, naturally bigger, you could say that. He did look like a little naturally, like, longer, a little bit longer in length, but obviously measurements came out he's not. So that's a huge myth.
Yeah, and Crawford, you said, what we seen during the fight, like it was at one point early on in the fight where Crawford easily pushed Spence up off of him.
Yeah.
So he
knocked him down with a jab. Like the first knockdown was a jab. Like it was a stiff ass jab, but a jab nonetheless.
Yeah.
Boop boop. Hit him with the 2-piece combo, second round. I said, damn. Like that's when I knew it was getting bad. I was like, it's about to be bad. Oh,
and then it's bad when the guy on the ground, he like laughing like, oh man, like yeah, it's bad. It's about to get ugly.
Look high, like what?
That's I always be looking though.
I knew it was about to get ugly in the next round. Because it's the first one, yeah, he caught him, but he caught him off balance. But then after the third round, when Spence tried to be the aggressive and it was like, okay,
that's why I knew it was over. Because then we all know Bud is a counter puncher, and his defense is top notch. For today's class of boxing, for sure. And he was just picking them apart after that. Spence came out, lost that second round, of course. Came out thinking, all right, I have to win this round. Got to come back in the fight because he was winning that second round, so he got knocked out. He was winning that round. Mm-hmm. Controlled the tempo, winning the round, got tagged. They came back third round, try to regain control of the fight. And from that point on, it was just easy pickings for Bud. It was just counter punches all day. Like it was Crawford. Spence threw one punch, he get hit with two.
If I was a family member, I would have had a hard time watching that fight.
Yeah, it was tough to watch.
Later rounds for sure.
It was like even I mentioned it during the stream, even where it was a round, I think it was might have been round 3, where it felt like if you didn't know boxing, if you was watching the fight casually, you would think Spence won the round because Spence worked a lot more. He looked like he landed a couple more punches, but Bud landed a lot cleaner punches, and it showed after that round. Spence came back in the fourth round, busted up bleeding, and I was like, damn, that round didn't look that dominant for Bud. But it showed when you saw Spence's face, he's like, damn, he fucked him up that round. He's bleeding, nose bleeding, eyes getting swole. It was getting ugly.
He really did look like Martin, bro.
He did, bro. It was getting bad. And after the fight, like,
bro, God,
dang, bro, can you see? Like, can you see, bro?
Yeah, shout out to the ref for stopping him, man, because his corner was not going to stop that fight.
His corner wouldn't. I don't know what they was watching, but they wasn't seeing what we were seeing.
Probably told him he going out on the shield. Like, like Wilder did, you bet not throwing that towel. Remember, that's what Wilder said. Like
Wilder did tell him, and then he did fire his trainer that did stop the fight. He did fire the guy, so
and he did the right thing too.
But he did the right thing because he would have got himself really hurt, just like Spence would have got himself really hurt if the referee didn't step in and do the right thing.
He was mad. He stopped the fight. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, do you see yourself?
No, he didn't. Then when he looked at the film, which I know
he watched, man, he watched the tape, bro. It was like a movie. The way he was moving, like the way he was getting punched when he was moving like backwards. It looked like he was like acting. It looked like he was acting, bro. Like it was that bad.
I tell you this,
man, it was ugly, man.
Let me take a punch. I will say that.
Yeah.
He ain't got no glass chin.
Yeah.
You can only take but so much, though.
Yeah. And you can't out power fight a boxer. Like Bud is a technical boxer, and his skills showed. Like, you know, Spence tried to just overpower him and just try to rush him, basically. And it showed you can't do that. You can't be off balance because if you get caught with a strong jab, you're off balance. You're probably gonna fall like Spence did. After that, kind of just ruined the fight for him because it got in his brain. And he came back out, like we said, try to be the aggressor, even more aggressive the third round, and he just got picked apart from there.
Yeah, and on top of that, he just he ain't like Spence a good fight, but he ain't like Tank where it's like, bruh, you get hit with that one, it's a good chance this fight's over. He ain't like well, and you like eventually drop, but like he got to a point where he was like, I need this lucky punch. You know, I need this lucky punch.
Bud said he felt this overhand right once. He said, "That's it."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I was like, oh, okay, he in for a long night." I was like, "Damn, bro, that's how you felt." You know, it was over when he said, and then it looked like Bud was sparring.
That's me feeling like, but I done heard a lot of boxers say that. Oh, that's it. That I thought that was gonna have a little bit more snap to it.
Yeah.
I see, and it was the exact opposite for him in round 2 when he felt the left and that right cross straight.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. That hurt.
Where'd that come from? I didn't even see that shit coming.
It didn't feel good.
Didn't even see that coming. Don't know what happened there. It's going to ask me, "You all right? You all right?" He didn't even answer. He was just like, he was shocked.
I think he was like high or something, bro. Can't nobody tell. I ain't saying it would have changed the result, but bruh, he ain't.
He had never been knocked down his whole career. He got knocked down 3 times, 4 times this fight, 3 times. 3. Damn, that's crazy.
So what do y'all see next for both fighters? Let's start with the winner, Bud. What should he do?
He ain't got no choice. You probably should start with Spence.
He has more choices than I originally thought after Sunday.
Well, he gonna honor that rematch clause. So if Spence wants a rematch, that's who's next.
So let's talk about that. I think they should get in the ring now. Spence was saying after the fight, I thought he was just, like you said, die high or some shit. He was saying December. That's the clause. The clause is before the end of the year. I don't know if he's ready for that shit, bro.
I'm Spence though. Run it back, and then if you lose, hey, now go beat somebody else up.
If he loses, he could call it a career.
Yeah, if he loses,
he would have made all his money.
That's true. He would. I don't know. Against the numbers that came out yet. I don't know if they did or not. How much they made from this fight, but yeah. If he do this fight again, I don't think it like I was talking about. We was talking about it on the post fight. I don't think it's really gonna do as good as it did this fight because he just got his ass whooped this bad. And running back that soon, man. I don't know if his brain ready for that shit. He got beat up pretty bad, bro.
Not only that, there will be nothing on the line. Like if they go up to 154, I don't think neither of them got belts at 154.
Don't nobody care about them belts, bro. I mean, now this second fight. I'm saying for the second fight. Don't nobody care about them belts. Like
even for the first fight, it's more so the record and the names than the belt. Like, people like casuals don't care about belts for real, bro. And it's like we was talking about before, so many different damn belts in boxing. Like nobody even know that shit. They'd be like WB, IB, who?
But they want to make it like Bud just made.
It matter for the fighters. It matter for fighters.
He want to be undisputed in 2 different weight classes, which is why he's now pound for pound king. So it matters for them.
And he handled that from this fight. But now we don't care. It's can bruh get his get back.
He ain't gonna get back though.
Not in December.
He gonna get done worse.
I don't think so. I think it goes the distance and he loses.
I feel like Bud was being bro. I feel like Bud was taking it easy on him, bro. I feel like Bud was showing mercy. I feel like he was showing mercy, dog.
I don't think that at all.
I feel like he was showing mercy, bro.
Motherfucking ass.
He whooped his ass, but he was like, I ain't gonna whoop him. I ain't gonna do him as bad as I could. I'm gonna do him bad. So y'all see how much better I am than this guy? But I ain't gonna do him dirty like I really could, because I respect him.
Honestly, the reason I don't want to see it again, at least not in December, because we talked about like Crawford is 35 years old. Like he maybe has 2, maybe 3 years like prime. So I want to see him fight other top fighters, especially now you got guys like Tank calling him out, saying if Tank goes up to 147,
oh man,
he'll stop him in the 6. Now Tank versus Bud, yes.
Now I would want to see that fight way more than this round 2 or running back number 2. I'd definitely rather see Bud versus Tank.
But if Crawford goes, if he fights that Boots do and this dude, I don't want to see it. No,
I don't want to see that either. I don't know if I have watched Boots fight a couple times. He is nice, but I don't know if he's ready for that yet. Like we was talking about this too. It's just too many O's in boxing. Like all y'all ain't really that nice. Like this just showed that y'all ain't really that nice, man. Like I start fighting each other a little earlier, so y'all can start, getting to the top of the crop a little bit sooner. Because all y'all ain't really that nice.
Spence is that nice though. I just think that I don't see another fighter at 147 better than him, but Crawford is that much better than everybody right now, at least.
That's what I thought too. But after seeing that, man, I don't know.
Spence ain't fought in 18 months either. So I mean,
he did so bad, man.
I want to see it again in December if they do it like 154. I think Spence is gonna put on a whole lot better show.
I don't know. After seeing that ass whooping we just saw, I really don't want to see it again. But
if you Spence, we running it back. Think about it, bro. You lose
one. If you Spence, you definitely gonna feel like that. If you
Spence, Spence really ain't got nothing more to lose. Like
he just got whooped. Like the worst thing he got whooped ever.
Run it back. Let's go.
He has no choice but to want to run it back.
Yeah, and he got the
clause. Blood got the options.
Well, not really, because if he got to honor the rematch clause, they right back at it, and he said he gonna honor it.
Guess you're right. I just don't know if Spence ready to go back in there that early, man. That's 5 months away, 4 months away.
Run it.
Shit, it's August now. It's 4 months away.
I don't see it happening, not in December anyway.
Yeah, and I don't see Bud waiting
4 months away. Fight just happened this past weekend. He said he got to recover. It's going to at least a good month to recover.
Man, a month? It's probably going to take him 2, bro. He got to be that bad, man. He got done bad. And he ain't get no bad cuts. But that head took a pounding.
Then we got to go on press. You got to do the press runs again. Man, yeah, that ain't happening in December.
I don't see it.
And if it do, I'm with you, Rand. I think it's going to be done the worst because that's too little of a time.
Yeah, I don't see Spence being able to make the adjustments that soon. He has to change a lot. Like his footwork was just terrible with this fight. It was just bad. He has to go back to the drawing board. So I mean, maybe he does if depending on how long it takes him to recover. Maybe he does have time, to get a good campaign and go back and change the those mistakes that he had. Also gives Bud time too. All right, I'm sharpening myself a little more though. I'm doing even worse.
So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I just had to wait and see what happens.
Bud got options, man. He was calling out Charlo.
Yeah, he said he's next.
Say you next. He said you next, man. Anything show Charlo. I don't know what he was saying, but every night he was looking at him like, you next. Oh, you gonna be next, nigga. Oh, you next.
And that was Jermell Charlo, not the one who got slapped. He was calling out, but he better get past Canelo or survive Canelo before he go after Bud.
Yeah, he got to survive that. That's a big if he wins that fight.
Honestly, I think that would probably be the next fight for real. If Charlo versus Spence, but I think they boys, so I don't think they're gonna fight. But
yeah, they are boys. But hey,
and then winner of that gets Bud.
September 30th. So
that's what I would try to do. Spence Charlo, winner of that gets Bud next. But like you said, it's already in the rematch clause.
That's gonna be a long time. See, I don't see Bud waiting that long.
I mean, he can have a tune-up. He can fight that. He can have a tune-up fight that dude Boots, get him out the way between now and then. But
yeah,
as far as make a fight,
that'd be a good fight too. That'd be a good fight too, man.
But yeah, I think Charlo Canelo is the next mega fight. It's the next big fight.
Mega fight September 30th, man.
So
I think Canelo going to win that one. I'm just not sold on them right now after what just happened, man. Boy just got smacked up after all the shit they be talking. I'm just not high on them right now. They talk too much shit to be out there getting smacked up by Caleb Plant, man.
Jamal.
Too much. Alex. Both of them talk too much shit for that. I don't want to hear. They both talk too much shit for that. Be getting smacked. Let it go down. So you get smacked. You let it happen, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. He ain't even try to swing or nothing. Took it on the chin. I'm cool, man.
Well, he was. I can tell you, bro. He was drunk, bro. He was wet as hell.
That's even more excuse to
He was wet as
crazy.
hell.
Even more of an excuse to go crazy. I'm not about to let no man slap me.
Yeah, that was a little crazy.
You got me fucked up, man. That's an excuse to go ahead and swing. That's an excuse, bro. That's self-defense at that point. He just ran up on you and smacked you. Open hand smacked you.
Nah, I'm all going. He dealing with something much bigger than that.
Yeah, that's what they say, man. That's what they say, but
he need to get some help though. But I mean, I'm with you though. Like, yeah, you ain't about to just let no man slap you, but
ain't happening, man.
He got bigger fish to fry than worry about a man slapping him. I want to see what the full video was too, though.
I don't know, man. All I saw was he ran up on him and smacked him. That's all I needed to see, and he just stood there like, nigga, what? Oh no, y'all niggas is tripping. Y'all niggas is tripping, man. And y'all see since we talking about boxing, y'all see Clarissa Shields call out Keith Thurman?
No.
Please,
I mean,
I've seen it. I've seen it, but no.
Let's do it so he can. This is the only time he can beat the hell out of her and just so put things in perspective.
Please stop it, because she's sitting out here tweeting out videos of her sparring dudes. Like, we get it, okay, you can fight.
Bro,
we don't want to see that, bro. We don't want to see. I don't want to see her get herself hurt.
It's gonna be a knockout.
Like,
yes,
we don't want to see that
within the first 5 rounds.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't care how strong you think you are. You're not gonna be able to knock this guy out. You know, he been in there with some dogs.
And then honestly, if you keep Thurman there, I mean, you have nothing to gain from it.
Nothing
you have more to lose than not to gain from it.
Like, you gotta knock this woman out. Though.
And if you do, you're gonna have haters. If you lose to her, you get knocked out, you're gonna have people just shitting on you.
He got to do it. If he doing that, the money just got to be. It's for the culture.
It gotta be.
Hey, I
be crazy. Man.
I say do it though. Fuck it. You make the money. Knock her ass out.
Doc all for it.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Doc all
Everybody
for it.
want equality. She thinks she could do it. Come on. Come on, bring her on in. What if she win though? She not. But what if she won? That would open up a whole nother can of worms.
It would, man. It would.
It would. And Keith Thurman could never box again.
He'll be clown for the rest of his life. Honestly, I just don't. Maybe
like this is boxing. This ain't MMA. Like MMA. Like MMA, a woman beating a man. I can see that happen, especially like if you're getting a submission or something. But boxing, no.
Like, unless they like doing a friendly sparring session where it's just like points only, no head punches. Maybe she can on a good day outbox him and outpoint him maybe, but like in just a regular fight, no, she should not try to do that.
And Keith Thurman ain't shitty. Like, I don't know.
He's not terrible at all. He's
only got one loss. He only got one loss. I don't know if he might have not fought all the people you wanted him to fight, but he only got one loss. I just feel like he beat Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. Like, he gonna beat her up.
He been in the ring with some dogs. That's what I'm saying, bro. With some guys that he has to take some punches on the head with some of these guys. Sean Porter hit him in the head a few times, and he didn't budge. So he got a strong chin, and I don't care how strong she is, she's not gonna be able to knock him down, and he's not gonna feel her body shots probably. Like, it's just not a good idea.
Not a good idea at all.
Just stop it, man. Please. Stop it.
Yeah, let's keep it online, please.
Please.
It ain't gonna happen. Down to the Wire 513, episode 292. Make sure y'all tap in with us. Everything Down to the Wire 513. Give us a follow on Everything Down to the Wire 513. Oh man, obviously, see, man, we still in the dog days of summer. Thank God, we got a little bit of preseason football tomorrow night. Hall of Fame game is tomorrow night. Something to keep it on the background of TV. Did y'all see Dr. J's top 10 players of all time list?
Yeah, I mean, he entitled to this. I don't have much to say about it because he entitled to his own opinion.
I respect all the guys on this list, but respectfully, he's out of his damn mind. Respectfully. respectfully. If you haven't seen this list, Bill Russell is no order. It's top 10. Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Karl Malone, Tiny Archibald.
I said this off air. Like maybe, I mean, outside of Karl Malone, I believe Dr. J played against everybody on this list. So maybe that was his criteria. Like maybe because he played against all these guys and know how good these guys were. But I don't know. In the history of, well, as long as I've been there, I don't think I never ever heard somebody put Karl Malone in the top 10.
That's facts, man. I mean, he is
Second all time.
Yeah, he used to be number 2 all time scoring. Now number 3.
Third now, number 3 all time.
But yeah, you rarely hear people put him in the top 10, which is kind of weird when you think about that. You know? Yeah, I've never personally heard anybody put Tiny Archibald in their top 10. Personally, he was a very good player. Very good player. But
was this on a podcast? Was this on a podcast? Because I
believe he was on a podcast. I believe he was actually either a podcast or some interview he was doing. I
didn't release this. I want to hear. I just want to hear how did they add this question?
When he was asked about Stephen Curry, he noted that everyone on the list is retired. I just think that, you know, this is like
so what?
It's people that he played with too, and then it's just I just think that, you know, it's his list. I don't think he out of his mind. He played in the league. If that's what he thinks, he entitled to his opinion.
You don't think he's out of his mind to not have LeBron James in the top 10, bro? Come on, bro.
Nobody from the mind.
Come on. He out of his mind, Doc. You trying to put that
everybody on his list is retired.
No, so what?
He didn't have any active players on his list.
Man.
So maybe that changes once players retire.
Okay,
so no Kobe?
No Tim Duncan. No Larry Bird. Like, come on. He's out of his mind, bro. You could be respectful if you want to. He's out of his mind.
Hey, listen.
You should have said my favorite players. if that's how you feel, say my favorite players that I play with that are my peers who I think are the top 10. Don't say my top 10 of all time or whoever made this list, whoever put it out this way. Don't say top 10 all time list. It makes him look irresponsible to the game of basketball.
Yeah, like I said, I want to see the interview. I gotta find an interview or do some research. I need to know, like, how did they ask this damn question? Because is
this the same interview where he was? I was another clip that came out last week where he was saying some wild shit about player movement. Now I don't know if y'all saw. I think I retweeted it. Where he was basically talking about KD, LeBron, Dame Lillard, like switching teams and shit. He was saying how he don't respect KD basically, but then on the same time he said he respects Dame Lillard, maybe because Dame's been there 11 years or whatever. I'm not sure, but then he kind of threw shade at LeBron James. I'm like, okay, LeBron was in Cleveland for like 7 years. That's a long enough time, right? I guess in his head it's not long enough time. I don't get it. So to me, it seems like Dr. Dre's been hating on. It seems like he's hating on LeBron James recently here. That's what it seemed like to me, because that was about LeBron. This is kind of like shitting on LeBron. Not really shitting on LeBron, but kind of like a obvious slight to LeBron. Because even if you don't put Kobe, should be in top 10. Same as Tim Duncan. But like LeBron James is in everybody's top 10. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah. It just seems. This just seems like this basically like an old man get off my lawn. Like game was better in my day era. Like one of them type of lists.
That's what it seems like.
I'm just gonna honor guys in my era.
It's 100% possible. That's the how what he did too. But you know, it's his opinion. If he ain't trolling, I ain't gonna be mad at him if that's how he feels.
I think he truly believes this. I think he truly believes this, man. Which is why people after a certain age, man, shouldn't be allowed to do certain shit, man.
Wait, what?
Make them go sit down somewhere, man. Like we shouldn't have 80-year-olds running the country and that kind of shit. Whole different topic for a different day. But yeah, come on, man.
I mean, you can ask one of the greats all the time. I mean, we just gonna get mad at them, but
then okay, so I don't want to hear them get mad when you ask a young kid who their favorite player is and they say Paul George. I don't want to hear nobody else get mad then. If you're not mad about this, I don't want to hear people get mad about that kind of shit.
Hey,
Because
listen,
this basically the same thing is the opposite way. It's the opposite way.
I ain't mad at it.
Hey, as long as you keep the same energy when you see it the opposite way, when players are shitting on Dr. J and saying he was out there shooting, dribbling with one hand, doing spin moves in one hand. Hey, that's all we gotta say. I don't want to hear nobody shitting on them having those opinions. But they watched his game and watched the game today.
or just ask the question, who is Dr. J?
Yeah, I don't want to hear anybody question them or shit on them anymore. If this is how they feel about today's game and today's players, then they deserve all the shit they be getting shitted on by all these young guys too. They deserve it. Just like who said it today? I forget who said this, but I think it was a meme. I forget I said the last name. NBA and basketball is the only sport that shits on today's product. You don't see NFL players, old NFL players shit on today's NFL players as much as you see today's NBA players get shitted on by the OGs. You don't see that much. You don't see even the fans. You don't see the fans of the NFL shitting on the NFL product as much as you see the fans of the NBA shitting on the NBA product.
I think the product was a little bit better in the early 2000s, though, in my opinion.
Which is a fair opinion. But you don't.
They don't get shitted on as much. I mean, I guess you could say that some people thought the product they feel the same way about the NFL, but I don't know. The product, I feel like, is not as good as it used to be, though.
Now,
It just depends how you view it.
Yeah, it depends on how you. It all depends on how you view it. Because saying the product isn't as good, so you're saying that today's players are not overall more talented than?
No, I'm not saying that at all. They're probably actually more talented.
They're definitely more talented.
Yeah,
they're more talented, but they lack IQ.
Maybe the brand of basketball isn't the same.
So when I say product, I mean like. They got all the talent. They more skilled than the players in the 2000, but the 2000 was funner basketball to watch, in my opinion.
Now, what is the reason for that, though?
Maybe because it was a more physical game. I mean, people cried some still, but it was just some of the rule changes to the NBA. Just
the culture. I mean, because now you got players who want to sit out, do low management type stuff. Like that's why. Like trying to watch all 82 games is it's not really as important because you never know who's not going to play or not going to suit up this day. That's low management shit. That's one thing about other sports really you really don't hear like even the baseball. Like guys may get say maybe one game off
every once in a while. Yeah, you see it every once in a while.
Like a pitcher. No, it's like a pitcher.
Well, you see it every once in a while with like an Aaron Judge. They be healthy, but they have a game off in between because they had a long road trip or some shit. You'll see it every once in a while, but you don't see it nowhere near as much as you see it in the NBA.
You go to a baseball game, for the most part, you're
gonna get the product. You're gonna get the players that you're paying to play.
See your favorite player play.
Yeah, most likely you're gonna see it. Or if you're not though, you're gonna know they out. You're gonna know why. You're gonna know well ahead of time they're out. You're gonna know.
And even with baseball, like guys sit out, like there's still a chance you could see them come in and hit late in the game, like a pinch hitter or something.
Yeah. Have a
NBA
with Ellie.
Like NBA, once they sit out, it's like it's like all right,
they're not coming in ever.
And
they're mystery close.
And it's also worth noting that the ticket prices is cheaper for the baseball too. So when people you miss, it's not.
It's not as bad. And it's way more games. Way more games.
Way more games. So the ticket prices are just a little bit more reasonable. Even if you up in the ticket prices are more reasonable.
And you getting like I said, the games are double, so you getting twice as many games, twice as many opportunities to see your favorite players play. So it is definitely different.
They might be in your city for 5 days straight.
Yeah, that too. You're gonna have 4 opportunities that week. You're gonna be able to see them on a weekday if you gotta go on a weekday, or if you gotta wait till the weekend, you're gonna be able to see them on Saturday or Sunday. Possibly as well. So that's very true too. In NBA, it's like they're coming on a Tuesday, East Coast, they ain't coming back, bro. It's gonna be the only time you get a chance to see him. Lakers, go through that every year.
Yeah, it's a game. I think some of the rule changes in the culture. I mean, so I think that's why a lot of older people shit on. I don't shit on as much, but it's not as fun to watch as it used to be.
I would kind of agree with your sentiment there. I think it boils down to, like T said, the culture of basketball culture in America, AAU culture in general. I've said this multiple times. I blame AAU culture for it's slowly but surely killing the American basketball player, if you want to say it that way. If you look at the NBA, the last 5 MVP trophies have gone to all European players, all foreign players. If you ask me, most franchises would choose to build around a European player. They're easier to deal with. They're not as diva-ish. Yeah, like they're not out here demanding shit. They're out here demanding trades and wanting to be in the hottest cities in America. They don't care about being in Milwaukee. They don't care about being in Denver. They're not trying to flee to LA or flee to Miami. So they're a little bit more reliable. They're not big partiers most of the time. They come here to America, they're like, I'm gonna go back home. Like, look at Jokic. You don't see Giannis out partying that much. Some you do. Like, I think Porzingis was out there when he was in New York, but
he had no choice in New York, boy.
Yeah, it's just different, man. It's a different breed of player, different breed of different culture over there that they're cultivating, and it's creating a different product, a better product. If you look at the NBA, the NBA is investing overseas more than they're investing in America with these basketball without borders programs. They're refusing to invest in the big three. It's not really like an amateur, like a growing platform, but they're refusing to invest in American basketball programs. They're looking at overseas more.
Well, it's because I don't think they have to invest in the program in America, though. I mean, like, basketball is huge here. There's you can find a court almost within.
But like you said,
crib.
Look at the product they're getting from American players.
But
it's getting watered down. It's getting, like you said.
But it's not a lack of skill, though. I mean, IQ maybe, but it ain't a lack of skill. These players are highly skilled. It's just
That's true.
That's more the sort of coaching, son. Like I said, the programs they're playing in.
The culture is just, but if you got the skill, but you ain't got, you could be the most skilled player.
Yeah, you could be the most skilled.
You could be the most skilled player and still not matter. Like, look at Kyrie. Like, I hate using Kyrie as an example because I'm a huge Kyrie Irving fan. But Kyrie is one of the most skilled players we've ever seen touch a basketball. Yeah. But he's not anywhere near one of the best players you've ever seen to touch basketball. Not anywhere near it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like, yeah, it's cool to be skilled and all, but if it's not resulting in a winning product, then it's winning. And as far as it's selling, though, his endorsements partners are making money. The league is making money from having him in the league, but once it gets used up, what then? What he's going to get?
I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you, Kyrie, as far as skill. I mean, but with them, I think that's just more so that everything else it came with Kyrie, like all the off the court shit and all the other baggage that came with Kyrie. Because I think Kyrie could easily, like I said, been marketed as one of the top 10 players in the league to today, but all the other shit that he's been doing, I think that went against him.
I just for me, like I said, nobody else sits on the project. Now I can see why the old heads do it. They shouldn't do it publicly because I bet you some NFL players feel like it too. But
you know it. And every once in a while you'll see it happen. Like, back when the Patriots almost went undefeated, they didn't do it. The old Dolphins team, Bears, whatever team went undefeated, they was kind of shitting on them, So you see it every once in a while.
Because they know that's the only thing keeping them relevant.
Yeah.
First basketball though, just for me, it was a tougher brand of basketball. It was just more exciting to watch. They cried, but it was like it wasn't like today. It's just sometimes the games be hard to watch that they cry so much.
Yeah, flopping. I mean, like you say, that's flopping and crying and begging for calls. That's become
Yeah.
part of this era of basketball.
Yeah,
Like you got
definitely part of the error.
like players sign guys specifically for that.
Like when I remember just like hooping, where it was like, bruh, if you ain't get your head take off, why or it ain't game point. Why
I
you
still
call foul?
don't. Yeah, I don't call fouls. Still to this day, when I hoop, I rarely ever call fouls. Like
Nope.
unless
You
like you
gotta
said,
whoop my ass.
maybe a game winning point where I'm calling everything at this point. Or you gotta like have me bleeding.
No blood, no foul.
Yeah, I'm not calling foul. I'm supposed to make everything. I'm not calling it. I'm not calling it. So yeah, man, they like you said, I see why they do it. They shouldn't do it publicly. They shouldn't do it as much. But I think this is just another way of older player and NBA history just kind of shitting on
Taking shots at the
younger generation.
He knows. He like just for the he know LeBron in the top 10. He know that.
Like, come on,
know
man.
that. But he also said he did not put any active players on his list. He said that.
Yeah, I got to hear more context to his reason behind this, and maybe I will back off after he's off his mind take. But I still right now at this point, I think he's out of his mind.
I know he didn't like Larry Bird, so I knew he was Bird wasn't gonna be this top 10. But
still, man,
guys like Shaq, Kobe,
yeah, like Tim Duncan, like that's.
He said him and his son argue with it over all the time. His son calls him crazy. So
at least put one of the newer guys in there, like at least one. I guess the newer guy's MJ is his newer guy. Like, come on, Doc.
Yeah.
So be better, man. We still love you, Dr. J, but be better, man. Get well soon. I'm gonna say right now he's sick. Get well soon, Dr. J.
Down to the wire 513. Episode 292. Make sure to tap in with us. Everything down to the wire 513. Oh man, to the Shield, to the National Football League. Guys been getting carted off fields left and right.
Thank God for the Bengals. Joe Burrow, just a calf strain. Be out a couple weeks. He'll be back.
The whole city of Cincinnati, boy. Hey, when that went down, held their breath.
Man. Oh man. I went down to the Bengals little practice thing on Saturday, and people had t-shirts made and everything. They were on it. trying to donate cash to Joe. Hopefully it's just a calf strain and not linger to anything worse.
Yeah, but I think ultimately the bigger picture, what the Bengals need to kind of look at, like again, a valuable backup quarterback. Like I know right now I got Trevor Siemian and Jake Browning, who's on the practice squad last year. But are those guys capable backups if Joe Burrow were to get hurt?
No.
Yeah,
that's the answer to your question. No.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy, quick answer. It's no.
Now it does make it easier for them. I mean, like they got guys like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins to throw to, but like I said, just had to throw that question out there. Like I said, you don't want this lingering. Like I said, it just what if Burrow's not ready by week 1 and you have to go with one of those guys against the Browns week 1. In the load AFC this year, Bengals, you cannot afford to get off to a slow start.
Cannot afford that. We also can't afford to rush them back and anything worse happen. See what happened with these calf strains, man. It took recently we saw who had one in the NBA. Karl Anthony Towns had one. He was out for a long ass time, man. I think Swagoo said he had one recently. I mean, not recently, but when he played, he was out for 8 weeks. He said. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how they treat this and how long he's gonna be out.
Yeah, and ultimately, Ryan Clark said this the day it happened. Like, you got to be careful with it because remember that's what KD was dealing with the year he tore his Achilles. So
that's what I was telling Ash, man. Like, yeah, they say calf strain. They said the same thing about KD. They said calf strain. He came back. What happened? Tore that Achilles.
Yep. So get well soon, Joey B, and make sure you sign that deal before you get back out there.
Yes, for sure, man. Hopefully you're not getting misdiagnosed. Hopefully the Bengals are smart enough to have, some good doctors there with some integrity because it's going to tell you the truth.
Facts. Another big time player is already on the injured list. Cooper Kupp. So for fantasy owners, be leery of that.
Don't pick him up. Sorry, it's not bad. Don't grab him.
Also, in other NFL news, what do y'all think a good fit for Jonathan Taylor would be? If you haven't heard, if you haven't seen, he's requested a trade, asked for a trade from the Colts, and the Colts are playing hardball pretty much.
Jim Murphy said he ain't moving. Jim Murphy said, "Nah, if I die today, and Jonathan Taylor's out the NFL, nobody's gonna care tomorrow." I said, "Damn, that's how you feel, Jim." Sheesh.
Sheesh and G.
And the crazy part about it, they just went down a running back, so like they need running back.
It's really hard to say though because nobody cares about running backs right now.
Yeah, and the fact that he has to get traded for, they said it was some rumblings about some teams interested. How true that is, who knows? Because they trade for him, the plug got to pay him right after they get him. And like Doctor said, teams are not interested in paying running backs right now.
I mean, and I feel like this is more. I mean, for Jonathan Taylor, really, he doesn't have. I feel, at least in my opinion, he really doesn't have a strong case because last year he was hurt most of the year. Yeah. Now, 2021, let's say, was a great year, but last year he was hurt. So if I'm the Colts, I would kind of be iffy about giving you a long-term deal. But for the other running backs we talked about a few weeks ago, the Josh Jacobs, the Saquon Barkley of the world, they deserve their money. Jonathan Taylor, I do feel he needs one more solid year before we want to invest in you long term.
I would agree with that. Yeah, before I give you even a 3-year guaranteed deal, I'd be like, yeah, I gotta see one more good year with you at least staying healthy, but the majority of the year. I know it sucks for him, but they're playing hardball right now. I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon.
And I don't see him holding out.
Yeah,
he can't hold out. He
can't. I'm gonna say if he does that, man, like Jim Irsay said, he's gonna back the league.
Yep.
It's a tough situation to be in.
Well, it won't be. Well, it won't be. I don't think he'll be. But he won't get the money he wants. I mean, he can wait. He can wait out, but he ain't gonna get the money he wants.
You know, it ain't nothing to blackball a player in the NFL these days. It's nothing, man. Hopefully he gets this figured out. It's just I don't see him getting traded. So hopefully he just swallows his pride and goes back to play.
Swallows the pride and get back to it.
Yeah, it's the only option you have, man. Only option you have, unfortunately. I like, what else is he gonna do?
I mean, I really he's stuck there because even if he let's say he does come out, play, sucks it up balls this year, Colts could still just franchise him next year.
Tag him and then he's stuck. So he's literally stuck there. Like
then they had a secret meeting, like all the running backs across the league. They was basically had like a group chat going, like talking about what could running backs do to get more respect or show their worth more. Y'all see anything they could do?
That's a tough question, a tough situation to be in for them. Because you need allies if you're them, because you don't really have much of a say so.
Yeah.
You need quarterbacks to step up with you.
You say I need you. Yeah, I agree with that. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, like whatever team they're on, their quarterback has to fight for them. Basically.
That's what I was looking for. Daniel Jones, he should have stepped up for Saquon Barkley, man. Only $2 million, bro. Go back up there and say, look, whatever y'all did to my deal, take $2 million from my deal and put it on his deal. Whatever you do, get this man paid. Like that's my man. I need him in the building. That's my main guy. Like if I'm Saquon Barkley, I'm looking at Daniel Jones sideways right now. Like, bro, I'm not really rocking with you right now like that.
Yeah, I think the quarterback would have to be play a part, but I think the quarterback would have to be good enough to go up and say that. I mean, Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, Daniel Jones is their starter in New York, but does his voice really hold that much weight in the organization?
It might not hold that much weight, but the fact that he just got paid out of money, he can go up there and say, hey, let's restructure my deal. And instead of y'all giving me whatever I got, let's take $2 million off that and give it to Saquon. this year or whatever. We need to make that happen. Whatever, however he wants it. However he wants the extra little $1.5 million, $2 million he wanted, $3 million he wanted. Let's make sure he gets that. We take out of my money. That's what he should have did. Because he needs Saquon more than Saquon needs him.
That's a fact. And it'll I would say it'll be proven this year, but Saquon's already he's already playing this year, so under the tag. So, but like for Jimmy Garoppolo, he really ain't got much to say out in Vegas, but that's going to hurt too.
Yeah, he ain't got much to say. It's going to be tough, man. I think they definitely need allies though, player allies that have more power than they have. Because right now they have no leverage, so it's not much they can do, honestly, bro. But hold out. But there's always some other players who play running back in high school that can step in right in and play too. That's already on the team. That's on special teams. That's waiting for opportunity. So that's going to do it for that money they offering. It's going to do it and happily for the $6 million that the owner wants to pay. That's a pay raise for them,
right?
You know, it's off the practice squad or off the special team squad. I'm gonna go ahead and make my extra, $4 or $5 million a year. Hey, sign me up.
Sign me up.
And I get more touches. And I get to play with the actual offense now. Oh shit, sign me up, bro.
I mean, it's a risk for both ends, though. They said for the running back, whoever's sitting out, it's a risk that the guy can come in and be that good. It was also a risk for the team. Yeah, we can sign this guy for this money, but we're going to suck at that position too.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough to be a running back in the field now. It really is tough to be everybody except the quarterback nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, T. Higgins still ain't got his deal yet. Just personal feel right now. I don't think T. Higgins is here next year.
Depending on how Joe Deal look, man. We want
to keep everybody together. If anybody can get it done, it's Joe. He ain't trying to be. He gonna get paid, but he want to make it kind of like we talked about last week. We don't got to go all into it again, but he gonna spread it out away so he can maybe T can get paid.
I don't know.
25. I don't think so either, but I think
T is easy. Like I said, we say y'all go back, but I think T is easily worth $25 million a year, and Jamar is gonna get 30 when this in his deal. And if you got most of your money tied up in them three guys,
yeah,
it's gonna
be tough to win.
Joe Mixon was smart. He said, "Let me go ahead and take a little pay cut."
Oh, Joe Mixon too.
proactively. I'll go ahead and try to cut me. Let me go ahead.
Joe Mixon ain't got no leverage right now. He's like, all right, let me go ahead.
Be here.
A little pay cut.
Cut me. I see Dabba couldn't say I cut.
They were like, we didn't expect we was about to cut.
He came to us. Look at that.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
But speaking of former Bengals, real quick, man. Shout out to Adam Pac-Man Jones. Shout out to Chris Henry Jr., man. Committed to Ohio State. I'm telling you now, man. Woodrow is about to be a show every game this year. So
it'll be crazy.
Can't wait till they play Tav.
That'd be crazy.
I got Tav though.
Okay. We might throw I know who throw a little something on that game now.
Either, you know what I'm saying? I don't got a dart. I ain't a fan of either, but I'm gonna have to roll with Tav. Tyler Williams got them boys over there playing. Them boys.
I have them dog in the fight, so I'm gonna just keep it quiet right now.
It's the rubber. This the rubber match. What they got they get back last year, and Tav won the year before. So yeah, this
time to see.
Time to see it.
Can't wait.
Shout out to him, man. That's huge.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ohio State, man. They definitely breed some dogs.
Wide receiver, you
breed some dogs.
Wide receiver, you, cornerback, you
breed some dogs, man. Shout out Gary Wilson about to have a breakout year. Heard it here first. He heard it everywhere. He's going around.
Well, we know if Gary Wilson's on the board, ran draft. That's who he's targeting.
Hey, you know it.
Sure.
Know it.
All right, bros. I gotta hop off of here.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
I'll holler at y'all.
Yes, sir. Yeah, down to the wire 513. Make sure y'all tap in with everything, man. Like I said, our what's this? Our sixth fantasy football draft.
I don't even know, man. It's something like that.
We've been at it for a while, man. We've been at it for a while. So tap in with us. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, hit the bell so you notify all of our new content.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna definitely put a post up when we do have the fantasy draft and we do have the league open. So y'all can join the league if you want to join the fantasy football league.
First come, first serve. That's
Yes.
how we do it. But you gotta have your money. You gotta have your money in too.
Money at the door this year.
Yes.
We gonna do either a ring, we're gonna do either a pop. We don't know how we're gonna do it. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna do it. But money at the door this year. So if you wanna be down with the league, make sure you hit us up. We'll have something where we can either send the money to one of us so we can keep track of everybody. And money up front this year for sure.
Sure. Oh man, what else was about to hit on? I forget the other.
We had the ESPN shit. So man, ESPN is still at it. If you haven't been noticing the last few weeks now, they're making some cuts. Yesterday, I believe it came out, man. They have parted ways. I'm not sure if he's on the contract still. Whatever the deal was, they are done with Mark Jackson. Broadcast mate with Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen for all those years. Great team, all-star team broadcast. My favorite ESPN team to watch NBA game with.
The team.
Yeah, it was the only team I liked on ESPN, honestly, broadcasting wise. Bad decision if you ask me, man. I don't know how you feel about this, Steve.
Horrible decision. The NBA Finals needs. NBA needs to work out some type of deal with Turner. Put the NBA Finals on TNT this year. Get their broadcast crew.
All that broadcast crew, the whole crew.
Because honestly, I know I had talked to some guys about this around here at the job. No disrespect, because I love her. I love what she does. No disrespect to Doris Burke.
Where you going here?
But that it's just that chemistry, that camaraderie that Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, and Jeff Van Gundy had. Like you can't just replace that and get that in the year. And then especially the third guy they're bringing in is Doc Rivers.
You bringing in Doc Rivers?
No.
To replace Mark Jackson, you bringing in Doc Rivers, man. Come on. Like no one wants to hear his raspy ass voice for 2.5 hours.
No.
You want to hear that shit? You not want to hear that, man. ESPN is tripping. I get, the NBA was not happy with their broadcasting. I'm guessing crew. Jeff Van Gundy did say some very harsh things toward the NBA during his broadcasting, during the games that he broadcasted. Mark Jackson didn't really say any wild shit though, so this leads me to believe that they probably came to him with probably a plan like, hey, we want to put you with what's the guy's name? Mark Jones. Mark Jones. Yeah. Put you with Mark Jones. Put you with somebody else. We want to see how it works. So he probably was like, I ain't feeling that. They probably said, all right, well, you know what? You gone.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Like they probably was trying to demote Mark Jackson, and bring, like I said, bring Doc Rivers in for that crew. Now, granted, we know the relationship. Doc Rivers was there in the mid 2000s. I believe it was him and Mike Breen. I think they called somebody, or was it Al Michaels? I can't remember.
Yeah, I forget who he was. I remember Al Michaels, but he was there like right before he got the Celtics job, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
And then from there, he's been coaching since 07, 06 maybe. He got the Celtics job. I forget when he got the Boston job.
I know he does have a partnership with him, but I mean, I remember a few of the games back then, and for me growing up, I always wanted to be in this, like I said, broadcast, like just listen to the broadcast, how they call the games. That's part of the reason why I wanted to get in this business. And Doc Rivers just didn't stand out to me.
Yeah, and he never did. They even had him like in the studio sometimes too, and he just didn't. He's never did it for me, man. He never did it for me. Nothing against him. We talk about him a lot as being not the greatest coach either. He gets a little bit of gets to live off that one ring from 08 from Boston Celtics for his whole career, basically. But I'm not just a fan of hearing his voice, bro. That's just the main thing. I'm not a fan of hearing his voice.
Like when they have him mic'd up during the games, it's like, okay, like, all right.
Cut this shit off, please. I don't want to hear this nigga. I don't want to hear this guy.
But yeah, for ESPN, man, this is a horrible look. And like I said, I honestly think that Turner is like just easily looking at Chelsea. Now I truly believe Turner is about to get both of these guys, unless I know it's rumors. I'm not sure how fast it'll be though, but NBA could possibly
NBC.
turn to NBC.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if they get in on NBC. And they get Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. That'll be a great start for them.
Mm-hmm. And,
Huge start for them.
and Mike Tirico. I love Mike Tirico. He's already over at NBC too. So
He's already over there, man. But ESPN is doing everybody over there dirty, man. They, like you said, basically tried to demote him. He probably said, "Nah, I'm cool," and they said, "All right, well, we cool too. Get out of here." Bad look.
And honestly, I hate to say it, but I mean, and I understand why he wouldn't want to see it, but just personally, just him working with him so long, I would like to see Mike Breen say, you know what, I'm just cool calling Knicks games because you know he's play by play for the Knicks games. It's like okay,
that's what he should do, man. But he ain't
I know he ain't gonna do it, but
I won't be mad at him though. I would not be mad. Like I don't like the way these seasons are going. I'm not sure about this new crew. I'm just gonna go ahead and just rock my own way over here with the YES network. Do my own thing, or the MSU network. I think we call the games on. I think he called next games too. I think I heard him on a couple next games as well. But yeah, man. Also, word is ESPN desperately wants Colin Cowherd back. Desperately. I heard his contract ends with Fox Sports 1, FS1 2025, and I heard that ESPN is after him big time.
But that would make sense because now they said that when Pat McAfee comes over in the fall, that I mean they were trying to get his show on ESPN Radio. But that's not going to happen this year. So now, I mean, for them going after Colin Cowherd, now that would kind of make sense. So they can get Cowherd.
He said it recently here as well. I watch this show almost every day. I'm a fan of Colin's show. This has been kind of slow recently with this slow sports time, but he said multiple times that ESPN has came after him multiple times since he's left, and every time he said, I don't want to go back." He still kept that same sentiment. Last time he talked about it, he said, "I don't want to go back there. I'm cool over here. Got my own thing going. Do my own thing. I can take off when I want to take off," which he does I don't want to say frequently, but he has time where he's not there at all and got somebody else running the show. And I'm sure ESPN won't give him those same luxuries. I'm sure they probably start out that way. Hey, we'll let you do X, Y, Z, Colin, but soon, after a year or two, he's going to be back to that same rigorous schedule that ESPN does makes everybody do, where they have you on basically doing the car wash. They have you doing every fucking thing.
We watched the fight this past weekend, and we see Stephen A. Smith interviewing, but like it was like, bro,
he there, but he not there for pleasure. He's there to work,
right?
Like he is no days off, no seconds off at ESPN. You're gonna be you on the front of the mic. You're gonna be working. You're doing some sporting events. You're gonna be working. You're not gonna be just there for leisure. So hopefully, Colin stays strong. Unless they throw him a major bad, which they might do, but I think FS1 is gonna do whatever they can to keep him. Word is his ratings are higher than they've ever been there. And I also saw a report today that FS1 is now overtaking ESPN as the highest, the most carried cable sports channel in the nation. That's what I heard. I'm not sure if it's true or not. I saw it on Twitter, so I'm not sure. Or X, whatever we call that shit now. So I'm not sure if it's true or not. But this is a report that said FS1 is now the most carried sports cable network in America.
I can believe it because everybody, like I said, every year or every few months, we always hear about ESPN laying people off, and where did they end up going? FS1
off in drives.
I'm pretty sure, like FS1, they probably have layoffs, but you don't hear about it.
Yeah, it ain't loud.
Yeah,
it ain't going by the hundreds.
ESPN when they lay off, everybody
it's going by the hundreds. Disney don't play no games. It's going by the hundreds, and it's gonna be heard.
So I could believe it. I mean, probably maybe outside of First Take, and right now First Take is probably leading because, like I said, Undisputed isn't on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe outside the 10 o'clock, the noon spot on First Take, I could believe people are getting or watching sports talk TV elsewhere. Whether it's Pat McAfee, whether it's FS1, Dan Patrick, whoever, Colin Cowherd, whoever it may be. So
yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that, man. I don't know what ESPN has up his sleeve. Hopefully it's more than just Pat McAfee and I do something, because They're right now definitely losing ground.
I seriously think that. Well, honestly, I think they're honestly probably just banking on hoping they can get Shannon Sharp. Which,
Yeah.
If you're listening, please don't go to ESPN. As I got an ESPN logo in the background. Like,
He's saying, please don't go, but
but
you got
please,
ESPN on a TV behind him, y'all.
yeah, man, and look at people and T-shirt, but yeah, nah. Please don't go to mainstream ESPN. Please, they will not let you be you.
You know, because it's basically it's owned by Disney. If y'all don't know that ESPN is owned solely by Disney, they own ESPN. So that's why, if you see certain things happen and certain people apologizing after certain things, after they say certain things, after they tweet certain things, Stephen A. Smith, after he tweeted, is Kim Kardashian a prostitute? Is Kim Jenner a pimp?
Yeah.
I knew this. I like, why would you first off? Why would you fucking tweet that shit? That's the fucking stupidest video you could ever fucking make. First off, like this is why you should just keep it to sports, Stephen A. Smith. You try to reach and you get out of touch and you talk about some wild shit. Like, bro, what are you doing? But they're owned by Disney. This is why you see guys like Stephen A. Smith apologizing for shit like that because Disney don't play that shit.
I mean,
they're very censored.
To go back to a few years ago, I mean, the whole Jamel Hill situation. You can't voice your opinion about certain shit.
Yes, especially politics.
Yeah.
They don't want you to talk about politics at all on ESPN. Other things as well, man. Like say very touchy things about like I think Jalen Rose said something about talked about I forget what he talked. Oh, it was a email you double situation, and he said, "Why is the women's name not being brought out?" Came back from timeout. He apologized immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately apologized.
Yeah.
So certain shit like they probably sent out memos, emails. Hey, steer clear of this topic. If you bring it up, you're gonna be on air apologizing, and you're probably gonna get suspended.
Yeah, man. So we'll see, but yeah, man. As far as for Mark Jackson getting fired and getting let go, man, yeah, that shit sucked. I know NBA. Like I said, I know NBA is the finals is going to be on ABC or ESPN, ABC. I believe for like the next. I think they got 9 years, 10 years, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
It's going to be real tough, man. With Doris Burke and Doc Rivers.
I mean, honestly, I mean, I would want somebody. I would want a black guy on there, but I would take JJ Redick before I take Doc Rivers.
Yeah, I will take JJ over Doc Rivers as well.
I mean, I know they they want to be diverse. I mean, diverse with Doris Burke. So
yeah, you got a woman in there.
Yeah.
Man, Doc Rivers though, like,
yeah, no.
Doc Rivers, ESPN. Come on, bro.
That's the best you can do.
Like y'all just like all these motherfuckers. Y'all bringing on Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers.
Like, Doc, I love your basketball mind, bro. I'm sure you're, you know what you're doing defensively sometimes. Offense, I heard you don't know what you're doing. But I just don't want to hear you call games, bro. I'm just being real.
Right.
I don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear it, man. I'd rather hear Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, give me some comedic relief on my games too. That's
maybe he improved. We'll see. Maybe he improved since last time he was.
I don't know how. What reps has he been taking? I don't know how.
He hasn't been doing no reps. He's been coaching games.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying, like, also some of the reason why Mark Jackson might have got let go was it was odd. It was awkward, when he went back to call the Golden State games. That was a thing like in 2014 or 2016.
It's 10 years later.
Like, after that, nobody cares no more. He's called several Golden State games, and it's been cordial. It's not been no smoke or nothing. It's been cool. So I don't understand.
And the thing about it, okay, then just don't put him on Golden State games. I could easily fix that because regular season, they're not always together. So
they're not. But his thing too is he wants to be. From what I hear, he's very into his religion. he wants to
West
go to
Coast.
church He wants to go to church
Sunday.
every Sunday as well. So
Right.
he wanted to be around California. So I guess you only got 3 options. So you want to be around California: Kings, Lakers, 4. Kings, Lakers, Clippers, Warriors. So. But he could have been in Portland games, got back to LA or wherever he lived.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
ESPN's a tripping, man. Once again, Mark Jackson gave us some great times though. Shout out to Mark Jackson. Like the time he said he had what was it? Was it Savannah? I hit it out the park.
Oh yeah.
Well,
With
all
all
due
due
respect, I hit it out the park, man. Shout out Mark Jackson, bro. Gave us some classics. Mama, there goes that man.
Mama, there goes that man.
Mama,
Like,
there goes that man.
Like you knew that the game was over once you heard that.
Hand down,
Man, damn.
Gave us some great lines, man.
No, my favorite. It was a one-time thing, but it was the 2010 NBA Finals, Game 7. Kobe hit that shot over Ray Allen. He said he talked about when Kobe hit that shot. He's like, I'm gonna roll these dice and I bet not crap out. Yeah, you remember Kobe was like he was struggling.
Hey man,
but he hit the last 2 shots. Yeah, man, that was one of my favorite Mark Jackson calls.
Man, shout out Mark Jackson, man.
I mean, hell, and even Jeff Van Gundy, like I said, when the whole Kobe, when Matt Barnes threw the ball in his face, like that commentary between them, like
classic, man, classic. Oh man, they had some really good times, man. It really sucks. It was kind of good that both of them are now gone. Hopefully, they can get, like you said, get on Turner or get somewhere else together, and bring us some good times back.
Yeah, I think the main team at Turner is Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller, and can't remember. I don't think Stan Van Gundy. I don't think they moved Stan Van Gundy up.
Nah, he ain't the main guy. He be doing some games with Reggie sometimes though. Man, get Reggie out of there though. Get Reggie ass out of there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I
get on my damn nerves, bro. Oh my god,
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller be getting on my damn nerves. Now they did get the other guy was getting my fucking nerves out of there. Chris Webber. Oh my god.
You ain't like C Webb?
Had the shit on mute every time we called games. He fucking sucked. He fucking sucked, man.
I like C Webb more because he was a fan. He's more of a fan than a commentator.
Man, that nigga was terrible. He was trying to use all these big words and shit. Like, bro, just use common words. Use words you actually know, bro. I mean, you didn't go to class in college. Use words you fucking know. It's okay, dog. Couldn't stand Chris Webber, man. Well, yeah. But nah, it is broadcasting free agency still going on, y'all. We talked about it for now, a few weeks. ESPN is still going off the cuff, just firing motherfuckers, man. So we're gonna see where these people land. Wish the best luck to Mark Jackson, man. Hopefully we know he's gonna land on his feet. He's Mark Jackson. He's gonna be just fine. But still we wish him the best, man.
Honestly, no, maybe he can get back in coaching. Maybe become assistant somewhere now.
Yeah, maybe so.
Work his way back up. So
maybe so.
But yeah, now shout out to Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, man. Y'all will truly be missed here on ESPN.
Yeah, y'all will be missed on the ESPN networks, man. ESPN will definitely miss you guys.
Facts. Oh man, all right. Let me check the group chat because memory's bad. I can't remember. I think we hit everything. I believe we hit everything.
I think we hit everything, man. See if anything else is going on, man. I'm just seeing that picture again, man.
By the way,
you see the title of the stream, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Bud Crawford.
Shout out Bud Crawford once again, man. The new pound for pound king. And I just want to reiterate because we talked about it off out of the fight on Saturday, and I think we both said we still put Canelo and Tank above him. But when I was thinking that, I was thinking as far as fighters, like as far as who was the better fighter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pound for pound though.
But pound for pound, you had to put Bud.
Yeah, pound for pound, you had to put Bud ahead. But yeah, like you said, as far as why do you think it's better? Yeah, I would still put definitely Canelo. above Bud, but I would put Bud right there now. Number 2.
Above Tank.
Above Tank.
Okay. That's fair.
Above Tank.
That's fair.
And we did miss one thing. I did just see it here in the lineup here. We talk about this.
No, we didn't. No, we hit on this. Yeah, Sean Payton called out Aaron Rodgers' former offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett.
Hey, comment was hilarious for one. And probably true, but you probably can't say this. Sean Payton said that the coaching job that he saw last year in Denver by Nathaniel Hackett was the worst coaching job he's ever seen in NFL history. Now, while that might be true,
I agree.
I see no lies there.
I was on this show talking about Nathaniel Hackett.
Week after week, we were saying like, is he gonna get fired here soon? Like, is he gonna get fired this week? Next week, is he gonna? And he got fired soon.
He was a terrible head coach.
Terrible.
Now maybe I felt that way because he cost me some money, a lot of money last year. But still, some of his handling late game situations. I remember week 1 against the Seahawks.
God.
4th and 5. You gonna settle for I think it was a 65-yard field goal.
Yeah. You out here playing man, bro. You out here playing man, bro.
Russell Wilson's right there, healthy as hell. 4th and 5, you selling for a 60.
He that was playing one. Man, bro. That's a man shit. Like, I can make this. Like, no, you can't, bro.
In Seattle too, where it's tough as hell. Yeah, bro. No, man. Yeah, no. And then it was a Thursday night game.
Several, man. He had several. It was in prime nights too. In prime time games,
yes,
he was just blundering late game situations, not calling timeouts, just looking dumbfounded on the sidelines. He was just having some very, very head scratching moments as head coach. I don't think Sean Payton was lying here. Aaron Rodgers thought otherwise. He came out and had some very strong words for Sean Payton. Ended the quote saying, "Keep my coach's name out your mouth." Say other things, basically saying he thinks Sean was trying to basically put the pressure off of his job this year, his job there this year. So if they have a bad year down there in Denver, it won't be looked at so bad. Hackett came out and then said, he felt disrespected by the comments. He felt like Sean Payton broke the code.
I can see that.
Yeah, he definitely broke the code. Like I said, he didn't lie. He didn't lie here. He didn't lie here.
But he can't say that.
You can't say that. Now, last year when he was sitting on the couch with Colin Cowherd, hey, if you want to say that, man, go ahead and say that shit. But now that you definitely back, in those ranks, he's now one of your peers, technically. You can't say stuff like that. I think Sean just kind of forgot where he was. Forgot who he was now, title wise. Kind of spoke truly, being real. You can't be that real when you're a head coach in the NFL again.
Yeah, man. So where is that? I just had it. Where is that? I just had it. Oh, here we go. October 8th, 4:25, CBS PM. Mark your calendars. The Jets at Denver.
They gotta flex this game, man. They gotta make this game prime time. If the records are good enough, hopefully still. Make this game prime time, man. Mike Tomlin said he wants to watch it. It's at 4:25, and he has a game that week. He can't watch it. Mike Tomlin, man.
I mean, they can. I said week 5, they can start flexing games now. The late night game that night is the Cowboys at 49ers. So
they ain't flexing that shit.
Yeah.
2 big fan bases, they're not flexing that shit.
Yeah.
They're not flexing that. This would be a great game to have on Sunday Night Football or Thursday night game. This would be good for Thursday night game.
Oh yeah, because nobody wants to see the Chicago.
Yeah, nobody want to see. This would be great for Thursday night game.
But I get why they can't do it to Thursday because that would mess everything up as far as
yeah. So they can't flex it. I'm just saying, if they could have made this before, if they had this happened before the schedule was made, great for Thursday night game. I love it though, man. I love the leadership of Aaron Rodgers stepping up for his that was his coach in Green Bay as well, but still, stepping up and he said my coach's name out your mouth, saying all my coaches here in New York, keep my coach's name out your mouth, stay over there. You got a big enough problem over there going on with Russ. Stay over there with your problem. Let me handle my shit over here. I love the leadership that he showed here. Maybe he's gonna come out and be a whole different man than he was last year in Green Bay. Last year he wouldn't have did nothing like this in Green Bay.
Oh yeah, well, I think just the time wore out over in Green Bay. Like you can tell he was just ready to get out of there, ready for something new. And I mean, we already seen a few moves off the field with Aaron Rodgers that shows like, yeah, like maybe he is a change man. One, like I said last week, took that $35 million pay cut to keep most of the guys to help to get the team get. Said spoke up about defending his current offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett. I mean, then hell, just being a leader out there on the practice field. So maybe this is a new change, Aaron Rodgers. So we shall see. But yeah, October 8th, man. Jets at Denver. Expect the Boo Birds to be heavy for Nathaniel Hackett and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he should be heavy for Hackett because he did a shit show of a job there last year, man. It was terrible. And I think what Sean Payton was trying to do was just let everybody know, hey, it's going to be a different year. It's going to be a different vibe in the locker room. It's going to be an overall different set of circumstances. Well, he could have just said that instead of saying last year was just so bad. We know it was bad, bro. Everybody knows. Everybody watched it. Everybody saw it. That's why he got fired mid-season. He got fired mid-season, right? It was before the season, right? It was late, but I think it was mid-season before the end of the season.
Yeah.
Everybody saw it, though. Everybody know he did a bad job. You don't have to, verbalize that. The way he did it too, like he just said the worst job he ever seen. Heavy words, man.
Yeah, he's fired. Yeah, he's fired after Christmas.
Damn. So he didn't even get. Damn, he didn't get to New Year.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
But it was long overdue, man. Like,
okay. Yeah, he no after week 4, I was like, yeah, this guy's not gonna last in a year, bro.
ain't no way, bro. You got Russell Wilson, Jerry Jeudy.
Looking like that.
That Denver defense, and y'all struggling like that. Yeah, ain't no way, bro.
And you had players on the sidelines, barking at Russ. It was a bad look overall, man. It was just like it was a terrible look overall, man. So hopefully, Hackett is back in his realm as an offensive coordinator. Hopefully he gets that Jets offense up and running crazy with Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson. And hopefully Sean Payton can turn Russ Wilson around.
Man. So we'll see. Football season around the corner. The Jets speaking of the Jets, they are the Hall of Fame game tomorrow. Don't expect Aaron Rodgers or none of the main guys to play tomorrow. But
I think Matt White's going to be starting quarterback tomorrow. From what they say.
Jets at Browns for the Hall of Fame game. Then NFL Hall of Fame induction ceremony is this Saturday. I know it's not headline, but we're to get another Bengal in the Hall of Fame. Shout out to Ken Riley, man, which he was alive to be inducted. But it's been long overdue for another Bengal to be in the Hall of Fame other than just Anthony Munoz. So
that's huge, man. That's huge. Anthony Munoz is the only Bengal in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Damn, we got Boom in there.
Nope.
Damn, I don't know Boom stats like that. I just know he, a big name.
But yeah, this year's class.
I apologize if you don't deserve to be in there, but damn.
Yeah, this year's class: DeMarcus Ware, Zach Thomas, Joe Thomas,
damn,
Ken Riley, Darrell Revis, Joe Klecko, Chuck Howley, and Don Coryell, and then Rondé Barber. So
interesting, man. Interesting.
But congrats to all those guys. I'm pretty sure I'm well deserved to get in the Hall of Fame. So yeah, this Saturday.
Huge honor. Football is one of the higher Hall of Fames. So one of the harder ones to get into for sure. We always jump at the basketball Hall of Fame not being hard to get into, but football and baseball is definitely one of the more prestigious Hall of Fames. So
it's facts.
Shout out to those guys, man. Happy for y'all, proud of y'all. Can't wait to see it.
Yes, sir. And real quick before we get out of here, non-sports related. Not sure if this is true or not, but it's trending all over Twitter. Apparently, researchers have developed a new cancer-killing drug containing some type of molecule that appears to annihilate all solid tumors. And it says in preclinical research while leaving healthy cells unharmed. So,
wow, so a possible cure for cancer, it sounds like, huh?
Possibly,
Interesting. Very interesting. Hopefully they can get that approved and it can be a safe option for everybody out there because fuck cancer, as we always say here.
Big facts. Huge fucking cancer.
Yeah, big fuck you to cancer, man. One more thing before we get out here. I saw this on Twitter before we hopped on here. I don't know how true this is either. This is a tweet from NBA Central on Twitter. Now I call it the Dunk Central, the Dunk Central, which is weird too. But apparently Stephen A. Smith is having a basketball camp at IMG Academy. And the starting price, bro, get this.
Oh, that's something. Okay, finish about something else I want to ask you about too.
$2,900, bro.
For Stephen A. Smith's basketball camp.
$2,900, yes.
What is Stephen A. Smith teaching me about basketball? Playing the game of basketball.
Man, I have no idea. It says
you want to show me about journalism, broadcast,
media, debate TV, sports TV, sports talk TV. Yeah, sign me up.
I probably won't pay $2,900, but
basketball camp, bro.
Yes, Stephen A. Smith.
Call up Michael Jordan or somebody, bro. You got me fucked up. It says IMG Academy is getting loud and providing a once in a lifetime camp opportunity. Once in a lifetime camp opportunity for young athletes when it's with Stephen A. Smith. Takes place August 12th, 6 through 12th.
No.
Man, if you paying $2,900 to see Stephen A. Smith teach you to play basketball, bro, you got bigger problems.
Facts. Big facts.
I wanted to bring it up. That was pretty funny.
Waste of money. And last thing I got for you. Would you pay $700 to play Jimmy Butler 1-on-1?
Oh, I saw that too. What's the prizes again? If you win, the game go to 2, right?
Yeah, all you gotta do is score twice on them.
Games go to 2. What's the prizes if you win?
Where is it? Where is it at?
That matter? If it's just a signed autograph shit, I don't want that shit, bro. I'm sorry. I put it on Twitter. That's the reason why I wouldn't do it, because the prize wasn't worth it. You got to give me a game check, Jimmy. Have game check, and we down. I'm down.
Where is it? Where did I first see it?
I probably won't score 2 points on them. Also, what's the rules, man? Like, you know, when pro level players play 1-on-1.
So basically,
rules.
Okay, so compete 1-on-1 against Jimmy Butler. Give yourself or camper a once in a life opportunity to play against 6-time NBA All-Star Jimmy Butler. At the hardwood and go 1-on-1 against Jimmy Butler. First to score 2 basket wins. So you guys, for whoever scores 2 baskets first, you
ain't got no rules on dribbles, none of that shit.
No.
If he get the ball, it's over. He's just gonna back you down. So that's the key. If you're out there wondering how you beat players that are way physically and just better than you, you gotta set rules. Like 2 dribbles, no shots in the paint. You gotta set rules. If you don't set rules, you're gonna lose every time.
So the prize, I guess these are the prize, but another isn't that prize. It says a package includes the following: you play 1-on-1 against Jimmy Butler, then you get an individual photo with Jimmy Butler, complimentary access to download photos, which I guess I don't know what photos they're talking about. Maybe throughout the whole camp.
Right, photos with him, probably, yeah.
And then autograph keepsake. And that's it.
So basically, you're just paying for all that stuff because there's no prize.
Yeah,
so you're basically playing to play him 1-on-1 and for that stuff.
And I guess maybe cool. Could say I beat Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, all right. I lost to Jimmy Butler 1-on-1. You're not gonna win, probably.
Right.
Especially if he get the ball first, or if he's just gonna back a shot and just get the ball and it's over.
I mean, maybe that's the rules. Maybe it ain't make it take it. Maybe y'all alternate.
Yeah. If you alternate, I get first ball, I'm down. What I pay $7 for? Probably not. That's actually a good price, though. You know, some players are charged over $1,000 for this. That's actually not a bad price. Not saying that he needs the money or anything. You know, he got that crazy max deal, but
man,
I ain't mad at him. You know, because he got to spend time doing this shit. You know, got to sign that stuff. I'm sure they're gonna some of the parents probably gonna sell that shit. So. Yeah, I wouldn't pay for it though, but it's just a good look for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for it. And honestly, if you Jimmy Butler, maybe I don't have nobody to pay for it, but maybe like if you see like the top performer at the camp, have them play get a chance to play 1-on-1.
Yeah.
That way you get kids who want to sign up and make them want to work twice as hard at the camp.
That'd be cool.
So. But y'all seen that, and I thought that was like, nah.
Yeah, That's interesting, man. That's cool. He's doing that though. It's cool he's doing that. I guess we got to charge because if you don't charge that, everybody do it. People be, oh, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And you be there for 5 hours. So I get it. Like I said, it's not a reasonable price.
Apparently, it's sold out. So I mean, I don't know how many packages he was selling, but
I think it was only like 3 available. I looked at it. It was 3 available.
Experience, yeah, okay, 3, three cameras.
So he wasn't trying to kill off of it either. He said he was just they want to do it, yeah, make it the price, whatever it is. We'll see if people want to do it. Probably shut out in minutes, seconds, probably too.
Okay, well, is there any NBA player you would pay $700 just to play 1-on-1? Current or past? Oh, you would pay $700 to play Cole?
Obviously, Kobe. Yes, I absolutely.
I don't think Cole would have been $700 though. Cole would easily rent him. Like
easily 15, probably 2,000. But yeah, Kobe obviously. Like all the greats like LeBron, KD, Kyrie, all those guys. Yeah, obviously. But I pay $700 for it though. That's tough. I gotta really like the player to pay for it. Have to really like the player to actually pay for it. If those only prizes you get. Have to be one of my all-time favorite players. So probably if I play right now today, probably not. Shout out BI, my favorite player. Shout out BI.
$700. Yeah, I love Cole, but $700. And if I'm already going to your camp too, it's like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Just to play you 1-on-1. Yeah, I'm cool. I'll meet you at the camp. I'll meet you at the camp and maybe luckily get a picture of you at the camp. With you at the camp. So, yeah, $700. Nah.
$700, crazy, man. Just for that sign, I guess though, yeah, I think because Jimmy gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Depending on what the sign keepsake is, it said a sign keepsake. So depending on what that keepsake is, you will probably be able to sell it for more than $700 one day, probably, maybe. Yeah. But if you have that big a fan, you're not gonna want to sell it. You're gonna want to keep it. So
right,
you get that too. If I guess it's Jimmy your guy, then hey, why not do it if that's your guy,
Maybe we should down to the wire 513 packages. Maybe start selling to come on the show. We ain't gonna do $700 though.
I ain't gonna be $700. You get your package, you get your t-shirt to go with it.
a t-shirt, access to maybe 3 live shows a year.
Yeah, man.
Something like package. I don't know.
Get you up here.
We tell everybody, man. If y'all want to come on the show, man, just DM one of us. Just let us know what happens.
Hit us up.
Show for free.
Speaking of being on the show, my guy Tins just hit me up. Said that 8 versus 24 topic crazy. We talked about that last week. So I'm calling in. That was last week, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You missed the episode, man. We might have to get you. We could definitely bring it back up though. Get you on here to talk about it. He said he got an argument against 8. So let me call in for that if that's really an argument against 8.
I think we were both 24.
Yeah, so I see it. I mean, we both had arguments for 8 though. I gotta shoot him the video so you can watch it. We both had arguments for both. We both are, all our huge Kobe fans pod. So we both I picked 24. Most of the shit I was talking about was about fucking 8. So I was like, damn. So it's crazy. But yeah, man. If you haven't, make sure you go on our page, check that out. That segment of last week's episode is up on the page. 8 versus 24 Kobe. Comment who you think is better under the comments as well.
Yes, sir. And they are bringing back the Crazy 8s Adidas are. So
yeah, well they never stopped with the Crazy. The Crazy's been out. They've been still making that shit, man. But now the new shit they got coming out is crazy. The Crazy, I forget what it's called. The new Crazy, bro. Damn, I said I ain't no pun intended. Shit, wild, man. Wow though. Got zippers on the uppers. Shit, crazy. It's inspired by the unreleased Kobe 3s that didn't come out from Adidas because Kobe bought us out of that deal and then went to Nike eventually. But yeah.
Them about to go crazy.
They're about to go crazy, man. They're already going crazy. The young Laker rookie, Fino, had him on for the summer league. I think he signed Adidas.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out Fino.
Shout out Pheno, man. All right. With that being said, that concludes episode 292, man. We slowly inching up on 300. We got time it out. See when we gonna hit 300, man. We got something big for 300
Yes,
show.
sir. As we always do, man. As we always do for the round 100 episodes. Gotta do it big.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So as always, man, we appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. It's been Down to the Wire 513, episode 292. As always, man, thank y'all for running our numbers up on all platforms, man. IG, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all that, man. All that good stuff, man.
Appreciate y'all. It's going crazy, man. It's going up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So for the good brothers, Flyman Ran, Josh Doc Evans, the Terran Blend, it's been Down to the Wire 513, episode 292. We'll catch y'all, man, next week, next Wednesday. Another banger. Until then, man, we out.
Yes, sir. Peace.